5:56 in the morning this Saturday. We are a week out from the Boise Marathon and the 3:30 attempt. Today we just got 12 to 14 miles. I've been planning 14 to 15, but been feeling a little under the weather, so we're just going to go a little shorter, just get the legs on a semi-long run, but also taking it a little easier so that there's some recovery involved, but we'll talk about that later. Today I'm trying out a new handheld water bottle. I just got this because at some point along the course, I'll be handing one water bottle off and picking up another one. And then we've got snacks for the road. Anyway, it's time to talk about the taper after this run. So let's go get it. Welcome back to the Road to Elite Marathon series, in which a full-time worker, husband, father, tries to go from a 4:48 marathon to running a sub-2:20 marathon. Is it impossible? Probably, but I guess we'll find out together. We're just about 5 miles in. The legs feel way better than they did this entire week, which, as you can imagine, will be really frustrating since I've knocked down quite a bit of volume. And that's part of the reason why I feel like I've been sick. Whatever it is, it's been slight, but heart rate on my easy runs has been 5 to 10 beats higher at the start, which is a telltale sign. And I've had a lot of aches, just achy feeling. So those are pretty mitigated on this run. I have not felt super achy. Heart rate stayed below 140 the majority of this run, which is what it normally is. So I'm optimistic. With an off day tomorrow, we'll get back to Monday, part 2, week 2 of the taper, and everything will be okay. So, also recording while I run, make sure I maintain a conversational pace for it. Gorgeous. It just doesn't get old. Man. So, starting to hit a bit of a runner's high / build high. This is the conclusion of week 20, folks. And it feels good to finally get to race week out. So, anyway, just enjoying that. Legs are feeling way better than they have all week. And it's starting to feel like I actually did a 19-week build before this week. Anyway, stay the course. Let's go finish this run. We'll probably do a 2-mile pickup around mile 9 or 10. All right, wrapped up the run, did a 2-mile pickup. That felt relatively okay. My legs were starting to get sore by the end of it. And like I mentioned, I've been working through some kind of light sickness. I've felt achy. My heart rate's been higher on these easy runs. I've had to reduce more volume than I would have liked to. I was aiming for 45 miles this week. I hit just over 40, which is fine. For taper week, I'm okay to emphasize get as much sleep and recovery like I did. I slept, I think on average, 20 to 30 minutes more per night. Yeah, I just had to stop and check. So the last 7 days, average 6 hours and 58 minutes per night. While that's not a ton by any means, it's still an improvement over what I've been doing through the bulk of the load. So that was one of the three key things that I was hoping to get out of this: reducing volume but keeping intensity, more sleep, and focusing on recovery. Spent quite a bit of time on recovery, and I think that paid off. Although today I didn't even warm up. I was so tired of all the recovery I'd been doing, all the warm-ups, that I just bypassed it, which probably isn't wise, but legs felt good. Been sleeping more, and I kept the two main workouts, Tuesday and Thursday. I did like 6 miles of race pace on Tuesday continuously, and then on Thursday I did a fun mix-up where I did like 4x800s at like 10K pace, and then 2 miles of marathon pace right after that. So just normally I do like 8 or 9 800-meter repeats at 10K pace, but I decided, you know what, let's do something a little different. So that was fun. And then today I obviously significantly reduced the volume, but still did 2 miles of pickup, focusing on form on some fatigued legs. But yeah, so thankfully 2 week taper period. So this first week there can be a little bit of, I don't know, some kind of room for error, if anything, and that error is just sickness. That error is just getting better. So I've got tomorrow off, and then we'll get back to week 2, race week, next week on Monday, and I am just so ready. I'm starting to dream, have nightmares about the marathon at this point. I'm just ready to get there. So anyway, I think that's all that I had to share in this video, just focusing on trying to get the perfect taper while also not being perfectly healthy. So I think everything's working out. I'm just gonna remain calm, take a few deep breaths, and just enjoy the process. Anyway, I hope that you've been enjoying this series. I'll be back in the next video talking about the race and recapturing the race. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend.